Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
We got a couple alerts, don't we? Does everyone did everyone get all their software set up properly? Their AIRO dashboard. If you've been having troubles or challenges, when it's a little bit slow, I will take some time and we'll go over how to set it up. If you notice, I have two dashboards set up. I have one for indices in crypto that I trade, and then we got our regular Forex pairs. I did modify it to exclude the hourly chart and whatever else from crypto and that, and I don't do weekly and all that stuff. I think it's a little overkill. I'd rather be in and out of trades. I don't have a lot of patience for sitting in trades for too long. So I want to take a quick look at NAS. Got 64 people in the call this morning. If you do have any questions about anything you see or you need guidance on anything, please put it in the Q&A section. That way we don't lose it. CB and I will do the best that we can to answer your questions in a timely fashion. But our focus here for this morning is to bring some value, put some trades into your trading account, and let's make some profit. So this here, NAS 100, I am not going short, but I might take it long, right? Because we're into a zone, we're into an uptrend on the 5 minute. There is nothing to take here per se, but I might look at it long. Well, you're still in GCAD. Okay, right on. Let's go see GCAD, see what happened with that one there. So nothing here yet. I do like it. If we do get an arrow, I'm going long. Yes, if your screen is too small on your VPS, make sure you use remote desktop, because that way you can have the screen like I do. Now, for a realistic comparison, I'll show you the difference between using the web browser version of your VPS and the other one. So here, oh, I need to pick my instance. I got a nice trade on German 30 this morning. Wasn't an AIRO trade though, so I couldn't justify taking it. But where are you? Okay, so here is what it looks like on your web browser, and then here is what it looks like when you open up in remote desktop. Huge difference, right? You can actually functionally use it. So yeah, use remote desktop. It's going to be your best. Yeah, GCAD on the 15. CB, we got a question around Neo, man. You're the Neo. You've been using Neo pretty consistently, and you've had some very, very great results with Neo.
Yeah, I actually, so the good news, I got in the day that Neo was launched. So February 26th was the first time Neo took a trade for me. I see other people have not had similar success, and I'm confused by that. I have not had a single down day. I've made money with Neo every single day. Unfortunately, yesterday there were some issues for at least some of us, not with Neo, but with Auvoria Prime. The approval buttons for the manual approvals were not working yesterday, and I missed out on the trading session yesterday, which was obviously a little frustrating. I think they're getting it resolved. But Neo, I can show you guys. I've done it before. I can show you. I have Neo attached to my FX book. I can show you. I think I'm closing in on 15% return. You know, not even 6 weeks into it. I think my 6-week anniversary with Neo will be this Friday. So yeah, it's been unbelievable, guys, and I'd be happy to talk more about it with anybody that wants to. You know, not on an AIRO call, obviously. So. Good stuff, though.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was talking.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, was that you were muted?
No. I was talking. I was talking to myself, actually. It was a pretty good conversation. I was talking about how consistent it has been for you and how simple it is to set up.
Yeah.
How literally you probably need about 2 brain cells to be able to set up Neo.
It is incredible. No doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. they made it in a way. Gold 5-minute bag entry. Let's go take a quick look. And then we'll get into NAS 100 around different brokers have different ways. Some say US Tech, some, well, I'll go look it up online to get the most common, but mine's, I'll show you what I have with the one that I use with my broker. All right, let's go check this. Give me a second here. We'll close that one down. Let's go check some gold. Oh, look at me. I don't even have gold. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't even put it on here. Here's a good opportunity to see how to put gold. So all you do is go in here, put XAG, USD, make sure, XAU, sorry. I don't want to trade silver. Silver spreads too high. XAU USD, and you're going to put up your pair. You make sure you switch it to your own pair list, and then make sure you have AIRO as template for a new chart. And then you can change the average daily range. Nate uses 10. I like to use 20. Not a significant difference. Make sure that your common tab always has allow DLL import, allow modification signals, and allow live trading. And then give her a click, and then you're going to see it. So here's your gold. Let's go check this out. Wow. Oh my gosh. All right. So gold.
Dumped.
Dumped. Yeah, dumped. All right. Not. Yeah, I'm not chasing that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to run after it.
It's not even a real bag entry either. It didn't
it's not. It's counter trend also. And I think you're right when it comes that it did not touch the zone. This is not a bag entry. This is not a valid bag. So your counter trend. Well, not on the 15. Hold on here.
Let me just answer one other question while you're looking.
Go ahead.
So one thing just to make sure everyone is aware of with the dashboard right now. Right now, and I talked to Nate briefly about this a few days ago. There's going to be a new version of dashboard, an update to dashboard that will fix this. But right now, occasionally you will get a red or green box and you'll go to that chart and not see an arrow. And maybe a little more frequently, there's also times where there are arrows on charts that the dashboard is not picking up. Nate is very aware of this. They're working on resolving it. One little fix, if you guys would like to make sure you're seeing all of the alerts, if you go into the AIRO dashboard input section, so you click on the little smiley face on the upper right corner of the AIRO dashboard, And if you go and you'll see down just a bit, alerts message. If you change that from false to true, you will now start getting that pop-up alert box like we used to in the normal AIRO days. And that alert box seems to show all of the alerts, even the ones that the dashboard currently is not populating on the dashboard. So that's a way to sort of make sure you're seeing all of the alerts. And again, I'm being told the dashboard issues should be resolved, hopefully, this week, this weekend. Nate will let us know, but they're aware of it and they're working on resolving it.
Perfect. Other names for NAS. Um, 100. Let me see here. I'm just trying to answer some questions real quick here.
So Armida, the difference between gold, sort of the normal gold pair, and the gold .pro pair, any .pro pairs are going to offer you a tighter spread with a slightly higher commission. So, I know Matt and I typically use the .pros because we prefer the tighter spreads, pay a slightly higher commission for tighter spreads, bid ask, with any pair. So that's what that is.
Yeah, it's a very, it adds up in the end. I'd rather chalk it up to the cost of doing business, and use the best spread that I can get. That's more pips, more dollars in your basket, right? At the end of the day. If your broker's charging you 3 pips of spread and I can get it for 1.5, well, I'm making 1.5 pips more than you are in the same exact trade.
Right.
Even if I have a fraction of a higher cost to get into the trade. So commission wise.
So Armida, if you're looking for XRP USD, which is Ripple, you need to go to view on the top left of your MT4 and go to symbols. And then when you click on symbols, you want to go to crypto. XRP is a cryptocurrency. So you go to crypto, and then you'll find, if your broker is offering it, you'll find XRP USD in that area. If they're offering it, not every broker allows you to trade crypto, and not every broker will have Ripple necessarily for crypto.
Perfect.
And yes, US Tech is the same thing as NAS 100, Ashley.
And Daniela, yes, you say the alert messages to true is going to give you those alerts that pop up like you usually do. So let's go see if we got another setup here. But don't chase this thing, okay? Because you see, if you tried to chase it, you would already be in drawdown because it would have already pulled back. So, and that's a pretty significant go. Yeah, if you could, hey, CB, if you could take a look at Kevin and see if you can find him. He's having a hard time finding you, but
let's see here, on Telegram, Kevin. Yeah. So Kevin, I actually changed my handle on Telegram just so people would know me by my name. So let me just see here. I think it's just my full name on Telegram.
I thought it was CB, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll type it. Yeah, I'll type
it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I
got a message from you on
so
there.
Everybody.
Rona, you had 2 losing days with Neo. Hey, you know what? Gold was a nice wedge breakout. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You go ahead. I was going to
no, I was saying
we should stay away from Neo on the AIRO calls anyway.
Yeah, let's stay away from that. Let's stay away from that. Let's stay away from any speculation around where do you think the IPO, everything could go to the moon, whatever. That's just speculation. I'm not a speculator. I like to trade what I see. See, here's your wedge break, guys. And then if you draw a stick from here to there, it's actually exactly that length. I can visually see it. Well, that's why I didn't enter the trade. That's your wedge break. So swing high, swing low, swing high. But I'm not in that trade. I didn't see it in time. I didn't actually have gold up. So let's go see what we got here. BTC might set up for a good buy because I don't have appetite to take it short. Right?
Yeah.
We're not looking
with
at
the
short.
with the Coinbase IPO going out today, it could go to the moon. I mean, the only thing is,
who knows, right?
Yeah, when something seems so predictable, it usually does the opposite.
It does. So because the people with the big money, what they want to do is they want to take everyone else's money and enter and get more at a lower price. Right? So it just makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Give me just a sec. Gotta love working from home, man. The wife brings you breakfast and lots of stuff going on, man. So blessed.
I
So
like
blessed.
it.
Huh?
I said you gotta like it.
Oh, this is funny. At work, we just got the same exact message. Coinbase is going to IPO. Everyone's all excited about that. They're all messaging. I'm like, yeah, I just want to make sure I don't send the wrong message to the wrong group. Oh, my goodness, man. All right, let's do a quick check here. Come back to reality. So go BTC, I see nothing right now. Litecoin, I'm not taking it short. S&P on the 15, that's a little bit big. I actually like it for a buy better. Now this is interesting. Okay, guys, I've been taking a look at how you can enter completely opposite arrows, kind of like an I don't know if you call it anti-arrow strategy, but taking the other side of the arrow on certain conditions when you're in the same direction as the overall trend at a higher time frame. So I'm still working on that. I don't have enough data to be able to substantiate that and be able to share it with everyone, but it's a work in progress. Let's see if we got something here. See, this is cool. You got no arrow, right? There's no arrow. But S&P, man, let me see something. Yeah, Karina, I am fortunate that I'm married up in the world. I secured a wonderful woman. Thanks for that. Very, very blessed. Let's see. See if I can find a setup here. I might use some different tools. Okay, guys. I just want to get you guys into some high quality trades. So I do use AIRO in conjunction with other tools and indicators. Some of them are free and some of them are not free. So I don't like sharing them so much. I got an alert about German 30 sell on one of my systems. So I'm going to take a quick look, see if we can qualify it with you bugger. Okay, no, I thought I closed it. German 30, I'm usually looking at the 1 minute. I've got one of my systems gave me an alert. I can't, if it bounces off that, it's not going to bounce off that zone though. Let me see if I can find something else that we can trade. See, sell. I don't want to do this on a live call because if it doesn't work, then I'm going to end up in hot water potentially. I don't want to take trades that are not part of AIRO. So say there's a potential. All right. Let's see. BTC 5-minute sell. What do we got? Do we got US CAD for a buy? Okay. That's all right. Look at the zone up here. We're in an uptrend buy. Let's see, UCAD. Let me just take a quick look and peek. We're above the 200 moving average. We are. Yeah, there's room. There's room to take this guy. I would. I might consider taking this to the along. You know, you got your bounce right into the zone. Arrow go.
Dollar's stronger than the Canadian right now.
Right. So we got that on our side too. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna take that one. I'm fine.
There's a little resistance on the M5, but I don't know that it should stop you from doing it.
Yeah. That's a good looking out on that end. Let's go see just I don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem.
Yeah, it's a pretty weak zone.
Like
there.
we're not going for like 80 pips, right? So let's see. Where's that one? Oh yeah, this is my demo account. Sorry guys. Well, I'll take it here just for the heck of it, and then I'll take it on my live account over here.
Hey, by the way, Matt, just to announce to this group that back on the Hawkeye session, we were in that that GCAD trade.
Yep.
We hit our TP.
Yes, I just saw that.
Yep.
And GU, I also took a buy on GU. So I kind of doubled down a little bit. So all right.
Nice.
Yeah, I think UCAD looks fine.
Yeah, it's kind of the all the moving averages are all moving in the right direction. It looks like the arrow moving average is going to cross over the 200 here shortly if it continues the trend.
You could get a.
We did have a fractal there that kind of put it back down at us.
Oh yeah, fractal high, yeah. Yep. Right at that red zone.
Yep.
Right. So if you guys aren't aware or have played around with fractals are a 5-candle formation, and so it's kind of like a hand. And think of the fractal high is going to be like the middle finger. So you're going to have lower, a higher low. So in this case, let's see if I can go down to. So here you're going to have your 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle high, and then you're going to start going lower. So here's your other one, and here's your other one. So that's your 5-candle formation. It really didn't like that zone, did it?
Yeah, it bounced off that pretty hard. That's the only reason I'm hesitating right now. I want to see, because that you see it's coming down now pretty hard.
That's too hard. That's too hard. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna pull the ripcord. Yeah. Sorry, friends. I am gonna pull the ripcord on this sucker. I'm not sitting in that.
It might, yeah. Well, you're already out. It may bounce off the 200. I'm looking. What am I on? The 15-minute right now.
On your other one?
No. Yeah. On the US CAD, it's sort of bouncing off the 200. For those that are still in the trade, anyway. If you go to the 15-minute chart, if you look at it's kind of stuck on the 200 moving average right now, so it might reverse.
Give me ACB. Would you be able to take the helm for like 5 minutes?
Sure.
All right, give me a little bit and I will be right back. I'm gonna turn off my camera just for.
You want me to share my screen or just?
Yeah. I think it would be best at this point. Give me just a sec. I just got to
Just
step
make
away.
sure I can share here.
Yes, you will have access. I already gave you access, so you're
Okay.
good.
Sounds good.
Good to go, my friend.
Okay.
All right, cool. So 5-10 minutes. I'll be right back. I just got something to do for work.
Okay. Okay. So we're waiting for Matt. Just let me know if you want me to look at any pairs here. If your dashboard is blank now, typically, so LaDon is asking about getting information on her dashboard. Typically, if you just give it a second or two, it will populate, LaDonna. If not, another little trick is if you just start opening, if you just click on some of the boxes, even if they're not colored, when you click on a box, that will typically populate that line of the dashboard. You might have to do that for a few of them, but typically it'll just populate. You just have to give it a second. Rachel, your question about reading bar chart style, I'm not sure at all. Matt might know. I'll bring that up when he comes back. UK, US, Canadian on the 1 hour. Yeah, see, there's an example where my dashboard is not showing that arrow for some reason, but see here. So this would be a strategy 2 swing trade where we'd be going for 50 pips or so. What worries me right now is it's going back a little bit on us, but it might be a better entry point. Let's just see here. Your green. Yep, slight trend, upward trend. And we had our bounce and arrow. So this is a pretty valid trade, guys, for anyone. I'm not going to be swing trading today, but we've got 60 pips, more than 60 pips right now up. I would just wait to see if this thing turns back for us. It might retest the support zone down here. This is definitely a valid entry, though, for anyone that wants to get into a trade that'll probably take some time because it's on the 1 hour chart. If we look at, say, the 5 minute, yeah, you can see it took a pretty hefty move down right now. Canadian dollar is probably getting stronger, I'm guessing. Keep our eyes on this one. See where it ends up. So even on the 15 minute, this would have been a potential entry, but obviously it went against us. So got upward on the 15 minute. Let's see, even on the 5 minute, and the 1 hour is 4. So everything's sort of connected right now. I again would just sort of hang back for a second here to see if it reverses back in the right direction. That could be a pretty good swing entry. Yeah, Danielle, I have 3 screens on my computer. So I have one for charts, one for Zoom calls, and one for all the other stuff that I do. It's pretty nice. Get that again here in a little bit. Any other questions or any charts you want to look at, just let me know. A little slow right now. The market opened 13 minutes ago. Let's look at the S&P on the 5 minutes, see what it's doing here. Yeah, so we've got a pretty good upward kick here at the open. Not a lot we can do with that right now. Typically with the indexes, I've done some trading with Jackie, who's a real expert with this. She likes to at least wait to 9:45, if not 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to see where things sort of settle in here. You can see that we had a parabolic move up at the open, but we'll see where it settles in at. See what the NASDAQ does. NAS. And then NAS sort of moved in the opposite direction, but now it's working its way back out. Now this might be an opportunity here in a little bit. I'm assuming this is also an uptrend, very much so. So for those of you that are new to AIRO, the one thing that you can note, and I'm going to add all my stuff to this chart here real quick. So we're not going to get an arrow until the price gets above the arrow moving average, which, as you can see, is still quite a bit away. So we got some time before this is going to be a valid entry. Some might argue this is a little bit of a bank induction move, but we didn't have an arrow, so we'll just hang in here. But this could be an interesting opportunity here if things go right for us. But definitely have a bunch of candles to go before we get close to that arrow. We'd like to see, these churn back up and, maybe get an arrow right in this area, and we could take it up to this resistance up here. We'll see if it happens.
All right.
There he is.
I'm back.
So we were just no action while you're gone. I'm looking at NAS right now on the 5 minute, as you can see there. And while we're a ways away, there may be an opportunity a little bit down the road here with NAS where it's currently sitting.
Yeah, German 30 is on its way up, and it's kind of like the precursor. So let's go check this out. Let's see here. I'm really loving the indices. I just love how fast it moves.
Yeah.
And we can have these precision entries. Yes. But we have precision entry tools like AIRO, and we can use trend lines, and we can use Bollinger Bands and a combination of RSI and stochastics and a whole bunch of other stuff if you really want to get precise, right?
Yep.
There's no limit to how far you can actually take this. We just try to keep it super simple, just from a basics perspective. But you can add things to AIRO. One of the things people started adding was the 200 EMA. So let's see here. What do we have here? Gold for a 30-minute sell. There's no way I'm taking a 30-minute trade on gold, but that's counter trend. So there's no.
Hey, Matt, I'm going to hand you back this screen here. I have just a little work emergency myself right now. I'm going to.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, for sure.
Real quick here.
Absolutely. Let me just take control and then let me know whenever.
I'll be right. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back literally in 5 minutes. I just got to make a quick phone call.
No, you're cool. Go right ahead. That's one of the challenges, when you're doing multiple things at once. So let's go take a quick look, make sure I'm sharing my right screen here for you guys. 87 people this morning. Okay, let me get through the questions real quick, Q&A, and then we'll wait for the next. I got 2 minutes to get through the Q&A, and then we're going to start getting some more alerts. So in bar chart style. I don't use bar charts. I just use the candlesticks. I don't. I wouldn't be great. I wouldn't be the right one to answer that there, Rachel. I'll look into it though. And I only have on this for. Oh, you've only been around this for 3 months. That's awesome. Daniela, yeah, your demo account shouldn't expire. If you here's a little thing, guys. If you guys are using a broker that has well, let's just say if they have spreads that are pretty substantial, you can't be trading certain currency pairs with spreads that are. If some of your currency pairs are trading at like a 3 pip spread, that's way too high, and you need to evaluate your options. And there are better options available for people. You see, look, 0.8 is my spread on Euro GBP, 0.6 on Euro US, 0.6 pips. Right? If you're trading with 1.5, that means I'm making an extra pip over you. It could be substantially different over the course of the time there, but it's a big deal. Big deal. Make sure you're using a good broker, and if you need help with that, then there are resources. Okay, Daniela, hit me up later on after the call. Let's talk, and I'll see what we can do to fix some of those concerns. Candlestick Bible study the candlesticks. Yeah. See, I don't like the challenge with bar charts. I don't want to bring this chart over. That one's it's got too much stuff on it. See if we got another alert here. GU on 30. You got no bounce, right? There's no bounce. You can't call this a bounce. There's no green zone. You are probably going to be in the right direction though. No, counter trend. So trade here. Yeah, make sure you hit me up later, Daniela. We'll figure out what's going on. UCAD for a buy on the 1 hour. This counts as a bounce. That's your arrow. That's that big thing that kind of fooled us, fooled a little bit, you know. A 1 hour means it's more of a swing trade, so you're going to need a little bit of a bigger stop, right? So for me, if it's going to go, it's not going to go lower than here, right? Like if price breaks there, I don't want to be in there because this is a pretty solid bottom here. So let's see what we have trend wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So officially more of an uptrend. When it's close like that, I like going to the higher time frame. Now we've got a very strong downtrend on the 4 hour. But since most of our alerts, we're playing with this. Here's that 15-minute. Oh, you may have noticed that I did enter USD CAD as a buy. I exited it as a loss, and then I re-entered when it was towards the bottom of it. I didn't want to. I don't have appetite to sit in something like that. I'll exit early and get a better entry. Give me a sec. We got some people that are wanting to join the call here, and let me get the registration link really quick so that here. AIRO Trade Smart bag chat send. There we go. All right. Just looking for some potential setups here. Let's see what we got. Going through the questions, Q&A. So while we're waiting around, I'll just show you guys some a little bit of fun here. If you are experiencing trouble with your charts not loading properly, it could be this. It could be as simple as going to expert advisors and not allowing live trading selected. If you mess something up, like say you make a typo, you say USDD or whatever, right? Like that. Say you really mess it up. Look what happens when I click OK. You're going to see a changing color. So that indicates that that is an error. That is not good. You do not, you need to go back and you fix it, right? Expert advisors, properties, you go look, you say, okay, hey, I made a spelling mistake. And you fix it. Then it works. A 30-minute sell on gold, guys. That's that continuation from that earlier move we had. Remember when we were in the call, when we just started the call, we had that big breakout. I'm going to check gold, see if we can do something here. That's not bad. Okay. Here, let's show you guys a wedge. How about that? So I'm going to go down to the 1 minute and I'll show you a wedge setup. So here you got here, and then So what I'd like to see is a bounce here. I'd like the bounce. If it bounces, then we might have, because it's going to be a bounce on a zone, a bounce on the arrow moving average, and a bounce on the trend line. And then could potentially take it down to the green zone. So I just want to see what yeah, it's very important, very, very important that you put your currency pair or indices or anything exactly how your broker has it, exactly, or else it won't read it. So for example, XRP, a lot of people talking about XRP and whatnot. Ripple has been very profitable. It's got a 30-minute arrow. Yeah, I could tell, Daniela. I could tell that you did. Could be a good buy on Ripple. Could be a good buy. We don't have an arrow to indicate that yet, but this could be a nice setup as well. Look, we got this is how you can start using trend lines to your advantage. That's a 30-minute trend line bounce. You got 1, 2, 3 bounces. That means this is a valid trend line. So now we can go down to the lower time frames. See if we got something we can play with. You know, if I was trading Ripple, I would want my stop to be under this low, under this zone, you know. Under this zone, you're probably pretty good. It's probably a pretty good zone to stay under as your stop. So the closer it gets, the tighter your stop is. Here, that's a good zone. We might get a nice bounce here, guys, on the lower time frame. If we get a bounce here and it starts coming back up, I'm probably gonna take that. I think I lost my chat. Cash, what are you talking about? What's Ripple? Huh? Here, hold on. Look at that. It rejected. Gold rejected. Never made it up. It's interesting. Let's see. What do you got? Nas on the 15 for a short. Guys, things are setting up here. A lot of the time, you're going to want to be patient. Patience is more than a virtue. Patience is a requirement. It's an absolute requirement. Because what you need to be is you need to be a sniper. You don't need to be a machine gunner. You don't need to be like taking shots all the time. You need to be looking for the best shot and not just pulling the trigger down and taking everything that goes. You know, you may have seen that some people have mentioned, hey, it's not working. Well, you can't take every arrow. You know what I mean? You're not going to take this and then take this one and then take this one and then take this one and this one and this one and this one. You're not. You're just going to smoke your account, get frustrated. You need to have your game plan laid out, you know? It has to be laid out. If it's not laid out, then you know, you're looking to get your head messed up. Let's see here. This zone might disappear, guys. That zone might disappear. That NAS zone. What do we got? I'm very hesitant to take counter trend trades on indices. Now, some other people may have great success with it. I just haven't had enough a volume of those trades to be able to say that I have a good handle on things. Just a sec here. Oh, yeah. It's been a good morning. Now, some of you may use TradingView. I love TradingView personally. Big TradingView guy. I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. Brings a lot of fun to the table. Let me see if I can find. Oh, I'll show you the trade I took the other day on XRP. So I had a wedge breakout, and then we had an AIRO here in this consolidation zone, and I just rode it up to about here. So it was a double percentage day. Let's put it that way. This is how you can use wedges and AIRO. If you look, if you remember, I pulled up the, let me go show you this on XRP just while we're waiting for another alert to come up. Now, I didn't take it on the 30-minute because I don't trade crypto on the 30-minute, but that's that same formation, right? So here's your bounce, and there's your go. So if you have here, right? Boom. That's your AIRO. So you can tell it's the exact same move. And AIRO confirmed this entry for me. I just used a wedge to get a tighter entry. Guess where my stop loss is, friends? It's at the bottom of this zone. It is not going any lower than that. If it does, I want to be out of it and find another position because I don't mind exiting a trade that comes against me. I like to exit my losers quick and hold on to my winners. You know what, Cash? I would say I love trading cryptos on the weekend. And you're going to see a lot more of that. A lot more cryptos moving on the weekend. But I like cryptos in the evening too. Just going to drink my coffee. Give me a sec here. Don't know about you, but I love strong coffee. No cream, no sugar, no milk, nothing. Generally on the 5-minute Livingston is when I trade crypto. I'll sit the 5-minute. I'll enter on the 1 though, okay? Because I like the 1 minute. I like what it brings to the table. It can get me in a lot faster, a lot tighter. I don't like having big stop losses. That's my profit regulator. You know, someone that has 100 pip stop loss and position size is 2% of their trading account into 100 pip stop loss compared to someone who positions their 20 pip stop loss into 2%. 2% of their account into 20 pip stop loss. The one who has a 20 pip stop loss is going to make 5 times the amount of money as the one who's using the 100 pip stop loss. 5 times with the same move. So say that one trade goes 100 pips. Well, that person that had a 20 pip stop loss just potentially locked in 10%. And the one that had the 20 pip stop loss made 10%. And the one with the 100 pip stop loss, well, they're sitting there with 2%. Unless they over leverage and over risk, which is not the way that you're going to obtain consistency, because you're not going to win 100% of the trades that you take. Yes, Judson, I do trade crypto on the 1 minute. I enter on the 1 minute and I trade on the 5. I see my setups on the 5, and then I take the trend line breaks and crosses and moving average crosses and everything on the 1. Where's that USD CAD here? What time? So currency strengths. There's a couple tools. One that the Hawkeye team has developed. It's currency strength. It'll show you kind of how strong each currency is one against the other. It's proprietary. I think they're going to release it as a little monthly fee. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to end up putting it out as, but it might be like $5 or something. And it's going to show you what currency pair is the strongest against what. And as a general rule, you can take the weakest against the strongest. And it's a pretty high probability. Now, if some people want to add certain things, yes, you do need Trading View for that. But I think Trading View is going to be so valuable for people because it brings so much more flexibility to what they do. I'm not going to open up too many charts, but I just want to, how easy it is to click through my currency pairs and see exactly everything. Depending on your package, you can actually scan and trade 8 currency pairs at the same time on one screen. And now that alleviates the need to have like a dozen screens. I know my good buddy Al has, I think he's got like 8 screens. Well, here I can check everything on just a couple screens here. So anyway, don't want to overwhelm with the possibilities of what you can do with Trading View, but Trading View is, if you want to take your trading to a next level, I highly recommend doing your analysis on it. Yeah, XRP just dumped. Yes, it did. And you want to know why? Is because the people that bought in at like 13 cents or whatever that made a ton of profit are going to then force it down so that people get scared and then they can buy more. No big deal there, guys. No big deal there. Just going through the Q&A real quick there, friends. Yep. So let's go see what NAS 100 on the 15. You see how it just, there's no setup there. There's no setup on the 5, I don't think. See this? This is bad. You don't want these big wicks all over the place. That is a lot of consolidation, a lot of fighting, and it matches up with this zone here. So there's nothing to really go for here yet. No setup on NAS. Let's go see US 30. US 30 just went to the moon. That's interesting, isn't it? How NAS is all in consolidation and full of junk, and then US 30 just rocketed. It just took off like no one's business. It didn't even play games. That is interesting. Let's go see gotta check something real quick on the work there. Perfect. Gold, Nick, gold. What do you want with gold, man? What do you are you saying you're in a trade? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you in a short? And what time frame? Because if you took gold short, well, see, this is not good, right? Having a hard time zooming out here, guys. That's as far out. But gold is in a strong uptrend, right? So did you take a buy or a short? Go long or short on this one? Hey, let me know, Daniela, if you want. Since you're getting Trading View, I can get you. I can get you a pretty significant discount. Okay. Not bad. If you guys caught that 125, Dr. Cap. 125 pips. Now we're talking. All right, we got some alerts now. Let's see. We got Euro, AUD. You might want to be looking for an up arrow though later. So now you're in the middle. There's a lot of room to the up or to down. So that's interesting. GA into the zone. Down. This is interesting. Really strong downtrend here on the 5. Let's go see the 15 is obviously going to be pretty strong as well. Yep. No zone here. No zone here. Only a zone on the 5. So that's interesting. Let's see what the 1 has to say. 1 still down. GA. Let's see what some of my other indicator friends have to say about GA. If it makes a lower low, it's pretty good. Oh, yeah. My charts are all messed up. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to want it to come back up. Hey, CB, you're absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. Absolutely fine. We'll touch base later this afternoon.
Yeah, sorry about that. I gotta take care of the 9 to 5 here real quick.
No, you're fine.
I'll touch base with you later, bud.
Absolutely, my friend. Thank you for being on there.
Thanks.
Oh, USD CAD. Let's go check this out. What my TP was. I didn't even put one actually. My bad. Let's go check USD CAD, and then we're gonna see if we're gonna enter on GCAD here. USD CAD. Got a little bit of basing here. This trade might take a while before it comes to fruition, but I would be looking for, here's that arrow, right? That's going to be, we took it on the 15. What do we got here? I'll show you how I set my take profits and my stop losses. I do it a little bit differently. Some people just use an arbitrary amount. They'll always use 20 pip take profit, 40 pip stop loss on the 15-minute chart. That's completely fine. But I'll give me just a second here. Mr. Harris, you still around, man? If you're here, send me a message. Gonna go to USD CAD on my other charts. I have got it on my other platform here. Here. There we go. Bringing it over. So USD CAD. This is how I would set up my my take profit. I'd start drawing some trend lines real quick. You know, hit up a little trend line here, hit up a little trend line here. That's the ones that I see on the 5. So what I do is see another little trend line here, maybe, you know. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. That's too far out. That's a different swing altogether. Here, that's not realistic. Let's see. Just give me a sec here. Just drawing a wedge, trying to find the right wedge here. This is what I would say. I would be looking for something about there. So probably before this. So 25.73. Or you could take 50% of the stick. It's going to be a higher probability trade to get out at 1.2567. So in this scenario, we would be looking at 1.2567. And stop, we're going to look at the other side of this zone here. This low is where I'd put it 25.31. It's like a 20 pip stop or so. Actually, I'm going to adjust that just a little bit, drop it down here. I like this low better for because you see this is a higher low. So from a price action perspective, if it breaks down here, I don't want to be in that trade anyway. It's a little bigger of a stop loss than I would like, but higher probability to get here. So wherever it's going to go. Let me see. Trading View. Send me a message, Merrick. Send me a message about Trading View, and I will give you all the details. I've been using it for the last 4 years. I very rarely do any analysis on MT4. Does anyone have any alerts or anything right now? Because right now mine's all showing up blank, and I'm not sure if that's a me problem. You have Kiwi Yen. Oh yeah, no, I see SP. I see SPX. On the one, we're looking for a small move on the one, so SPX. So I'll give you guys a little bit of guidance, and I don't want people to take this too deep, but what are we looking at? SP 500. Was it S&P or was it S&P sell? S&P. So yeah, see, I like this as a short from a higher time frame. Don't mind all the stuff going on. Yeah. We got a bounce, but there's a zone here. We got CAD Swiss. Oh, it was just ironic that we didn't have any alerts at all at the time that we looked. So this would be, let's see, what do we got going on here? You have to take it from here. All right, all blanks. There's a couple tools out there to measure currency strength. Some of them are free, some of them are not. So we need S&P to pull down more so that we have enough room up to the red zone. That's what we're kind of looking for at this point, right? We need it to pull back, maybe bounce off of this one here, bounce off the AIRO moving average, and then evaluate it again. But I don't have a trade here. Not having enough confluence right now. Yeah, sure. So Don, let's go over how to add the alerts screen. So you mean the dashboard itself, or do you mean adding the specific alerts? Thanks, Merrick. I saw your message. We'll address this after the call. See how it bounced in that zone here? Trying to make get you guys a nice trade set up here, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Let's see. Yeah, I almost like this. If that zone disappears, I might have appetite to take this short. And I wouldn't take it the whole way down. I'd just take it. This would be potentially a counter trend setup, right? But it bounced off the zone. Let's find out. All right, so Don, you wanted to know how to set up the alerts, is that it? So that you get it where? On your phone, or do you want to get it? Just need a little bit more specifics here. So you got properties, you go into here, you can put allow alerts true, alert messages true, and sound true. Okay, by doing that, you're now allowing the system to send alerts. If you want, and it's a little, you may have in the past had it set up as under tools, options, and then you would have went into notifications, enable push notifications, and then you would put your MetaQuotes ID from your phone MT4. You see why you don't want to take it until it breaks the zone? Those zones are pretty powerful. So if you enter your MetaQuotes ID in that section that I showed you, you're going to receive the alerts that you see pop up. You're going to see them on your phone, and then that'll be a, hey, go check out what you want to trade. Just the dashboard, okay? Yes, Daniela, there is a video for the AP phone alerts. All right, so the dashboard. Let's set up a new one. How about that? Let me let this one run here. Now we're above that moving average. So let's pretend I'm brand new, okay? I'm brand new and I use this broker and I search. Cool, I found them. So next, got a new demo account. Gonna put Matt. Oh, you need 5 characters as well, right? And then, oh, I don't know. We'll just put 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, whatever. I don't care. They don't even check that stuff anyway. So 4x USD. Let's put $1,000. You are limited when you create these accounts to 100 times leverage, but when you go to your broker's website, that's not the case. Doing something messed up here. I don't know. What did I do? Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me create an account. Let's try this again. Let's just use a different one. How about that? Cool. That's not my real phone number, by the way, so don't try calling it. It's really not working. My MT4 is jacked. Let's just use a random broker. I don't even care. Let's see if this one's working. Huh. Well, now, guys, this is actually not. No. That is really becoming a pain in the bottom. Let's close this one down. I'm not even sure why it's not working. Let me go back to this real quick, and then I'll figure out what's going on with my MetaTrader 4. Maybe at least this one's working. Holy smokes! S&P just went to the moon. It broke through that zone here, so we're good. USD CAD is not looking so good right now. Got a 1 minute AIRO. S&P got a bounce. Just watching for this candle close. Then we'll set it up later. Yeah, S&P is good. Hey, you're welcome, Merrick. Hope that helps you a little bit. I'm not seeing what I want. M5 on NAS was a short. We just got that. That's a second arrow. So you got a bounce, arrow. It's just setting up for a buy. It appears like it's setting up for a nice buy. So I don't want to take this one short. I've really been loving German 30. Just see if we got a potential setup here somewhere. It's been consolidating pretty hard, so it's been on a pretty good uptrend. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, I see UCAD there. I see UCAD. Just my luck, right? It melted. Let's go see what AIRO had to say here. Sometimes those trades, man. See, now if it doesn't turn around here at this zone, probably going to get exit. If it starts pulling back, what I'm going to do is take a second position to get out of the trade faster. So we'll see what happens. That's why you generally want it on the other side of the zone. That's a pretty big melt. All right, you know what? Since I can't figure out the other broker, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that this is a brand new setup. We're still going to keep our eyes on this, on USD CAD. It's a lot more heat than I would like, but what does GU look like? GU's in the middle. It's got a zone there. Let's go check this out. Let's see how fast we can set up AIRO, okay? So I'll pretend like I never set it up before, and we're gonna close all my charts, okay? Say accidentally you close your charts, everything's gone, you're like, oh my goodness, I got trades open. The first thing you do, well, let's get rid of that. We're gonna take one chart. This way I don't close it as much if I put it on the monthly chart, because that way I know that if I see monthly at the top, it's not the chart that I'm trading. It just helps me from potentially accidentally closing it. So first thing, right click, go down. We're going to do this really efficiently. Template, blackout template. If you don't have access to the blackout template, open up a ticket in the back office and tell them you don't have access to the blackout template. They will then go in and add it for you. Then you go down, AIRO dashboard, drag and drop from the expert advisors. In this scenario, you're going to want to go to common tab. You're going to want to go allow DLL, allow modification, and then allow live trading. Come here. In here, you can pick whatever currency pairs you want to trade. If you want to trade your own pair list like I did, or you can do all 28 currency pairs. Here, I get rid of these ones because I don't trade them. I don't trade those time frames, and I don't trade the 1 minute Forex. I'll trade the 1 minute. So now we're going to go down. Here's where you set your alerts. You want to have your alert, and emails, whatever. Here's where you change it to AIRO. If you don't do this, then when you open up a chart, it's going to be blank. And then number of days for ADR, Nate recommends 10. So we change it from 5 to 10. We click OK, and it works. Now, next thing you do, you click allow live trading. That is all it is, my friends. That is all it is. That is 90% of the setup. Now, when let's pretend I did it the wrong way. So GU, I put it on the monthly. That way I don't accidentally close it. And then let's do the more complicated one. Let's do blackout again, template. We'll go blackout. Simple as that. We'll go down to AIRO dashboard. We'll bring it over. Let's make my own pair list. And then I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to delete all these, right? Because I don't want two charts with the same ones. So then I'm going to do XAU USD. I'm going to do German 30, US 30, SPX 500, Dow 100, I think it is. No, NAS, my bad. NAS 100, XRP USD, BTC USD, LTC USD. Oh, come on. I had to get an alert, right? BTC USD and LTC USD and XRP. Oh, I already did it. There we go. And now what you do is you do the same story with the alerts. Click true, and then you're going to go down here, put AIRO, and 10. And you need to make sure you go into here and click allow DLL imports and allow modification. And it should work. So sometimes what happens is it doesn't pop up right away, and then it eventually does. So I hope that clarifies that. Karina, you are totally right. There was news and I didn't check it. I was too occupied. Too much going on this morning, so I got to be careful on that one. Hold on, guys. I just got a phone call. I'm going to mute myself for a minute and see if we can deal with this quickly. Perfect. That was a quick call. Wish everything in life was so quick sometimes. So that's all you do to set it up. And that's going to resolve the vast majority of the problems. So we're getting close to stop loss. 25.23 is the stop loss. So it's still about 9 pips away. We're going to go take a look at that and see what's up. Oh, Daniela, yeah, I just click on all of them. It's probably not a big deal. Don, I hope that helped. I hope some of the other people on the call that haven't had their system up and running, or they have no alerts. That's basically all the setup is. Not a lot of rocket science there, guys. Let's see. Give me a little bit here. Perfect. I want to get you guys at least one nice real trade here. Sorry, allergy season. German 30. German 30. Let me do some quick analysis while we look at something. I'm gonna potentially use some other tools just to get us into a good trade, make some money. Here's a second here. Miguel Chambers, USD Swiss. What time frame, friend? What are you looking at? You looking at the 15 for a sell? Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. I like this. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Good call out, man. This let's see if we get not sure what you mean. The EA chart's on the left there, the market watch. Oh, hey, you're right. I was excited. USD. I clicked on the wrong one. Well, I like the USD Swiss anyway. The Euro Swiss. Here, you don't have to use cap locks either, eh? Because it's denominated by the Swiss, so it's generally going to be going in the same direction. Yeah, Miguel, don't use caps, man, when you're typing. Just sounds like you're yelling. It's hard on the eyes. You're fine. Oh, Market Watch. GCAD, valid M. Let's go check it out, Lakeisha, real quick. So Swiss pairs might be a nice setup for a short if we get the alert. If we don't get the alert, then there's no go. USD CAD sell. Oh man, look at that thing. There's no bounce anyway, so it's not. But that's that currency pair that we have here. I just got a SPX. NAS 100 sell. What's going on here? No bounce, no good. What do we got in the 5? Anyone else really love what Nate did with the AIRO? Make it just really simple to use. Yeah, GCAD is playing, and I'm really not happy with it. Not happy. GCAD. You're going to be on my naughty list pretty soon. Euro US. GCAD. BTC. Yeah, the dashboard makes everyone's lives a lot easier. Well, at least mine anyway. Don't know about you guys, but I'm happy with that. Let's see. See if we got a potential setup here on DAX. We got 400 pips on it this morning, so. What are we coming up to? Coming up to the 11 o'clock hour, which means 1 hour candles are going to close. 30-minute candles are going to close. 15-minute candles are going to close. They're going to all close at the same time. I don't want to force a trade, but I'm going to do the best I can to get you guys a nice trade set up here. So here we're equal zones. It looks, I prefer German 30 short right now. Even a $10 move is pretty good, but I need to see a couple confirmations before I would consider taking that. Since you guys been around on the call for a little while, here's some indicators if you want to add additional confirmations potentially that you could start looking at, or if you've been trading a while. Not if you're brand new. If you're brand new, stick to the bag entry. Screen out the trades that don't fit the criteria, and don't try to force trades that don't line up with the overall strategy. But a pretty good stochastic setting for catching reversals at the 1 minute level is 533. So the K value is 5, the D is 3, and the smooth is 3. 533 is pretty solid. And then there's a new indicator I started messing around with, Bollinger Band %B. See, I don't have enough here to take it yet. I need all my confirmations. I'm actually gonna probably have to shut this thing down at 11:15 today because I got a work appointment I gotta handle and prepare for at 10:30. Rich Maciel, identifying the currency strengths. You can find a couple tools online, like I said earlier. Give me just a sec. I gotta help my wife for a sec. I'm just trying to put the little guy down. Take a 4-minute break. Get some water. Get a coffee, and come back in 4 minutes, and I will have everything else handled. I'll continue looking for a nice potential setup here that we can get some pips. All right. 4 or 5 minute break. Hey, sorry guys. Just we're back. Had a set with the kids. Yeah, Omar, I can. I have no problem showing you that. I just took a trade on US 30, so don't German 30. So don't. It's not a bag entry or nothing. It's just a bounce off of a trend line. So it's not it's not something I would recommend people just take. You know, it's right here. That's why I took it. Saw the bounce. See, bounce, bounce, bounce. Not going to take it super high. I'm thinking when I go down from here till about here, we'll see if it comes here. It might not. 230. My stop is really tight, just down here. So if I get stopped out, it's fine. Let's check this out. You're going to hear some instrumental music in the background. 5230 is this target. We'll see. This is not an AIRO trade. So no, I got stopped out. No worries. It just kept on going. Let's go see. See, I put my stop down here. Just make it super tight. See if we had an opportunity. Let's check this out. Where is it? Oh, Daniela, you're just going. All the calls this morning. You didn't miss nothing. Yeah, fractals and RSI work really good. There's a couple cool things that you can add. But, you're just doing setups, right? So I use Stochastic 533. I do have RSI that I use. I use Bollinger Bands as well. Bollinger Band %B. So my stop was a little bit tight, but I didn't want to give it a lot of room. Let me see if I don't want to miss anything here. Oh yeah, Mark, you're right. Let me go see. These indices, man. Sometimes S&P. Let's make sure this doesn't get too out of hand. Because this one likes to move. S&P. On the 5. Yeah, you're right. It went through that zone, so now we need an up arrow, and then we're in there on the S&P. We just need an up arrow. Yeah, you're right. German 30. German 30's got the wedge on the 1. I'll show you guys that. Did it earlier right here. So wherever it breaks, and I'll show you on this one here. So if it breaks to the downside, this is why I drew this bottom, this trend line here. I drew it on the 5-minute. Here, I'll get rid of that stuff. So let's adjust it a little bit for the 1. So I'm going to keep my stop loss on the outside of this. So 52, in this scenario, 52.22. $52.30 is being generous, so that's fine. Excuse me. So if we go down over here, let's go check it out. So when I'm trading these trend lines, what I'm looking for a target wise is most of the time it's going to go the width of this when it breaks out. Either it breaks to the top or it breaks to the bottom. Sometimes I get kind of excited and I pull the trigger too early. That's one of my downsides on that. But if I wanted to set a target for DAX, then I would put it somewhere here. I would say, okay, cool. I got 15.19.8. So 15.198. But I wouldn't, on my live account, I'm waiting until it breaks. Here, this is one of my demo accounts. So let me see here. Don't forget, guys, you can use your demo account as a lab, right? Losing a trade shouldn't hurt you. It should not hurt you. If it does, it means either go back to demo or lower your lot size. It should not affect you. So I would take it down to here, 15.199, and gonna reconfirm one more thing. Boom. Gonna go check this out real quick. See how it closes above and never made it to the top. not super great setup, and it's definitely not a bag entry setup at all, but let's see here. Mosin, you're saying there's a reverse head and shoulders or M on the 5 minute for gold. Let's go check that out. All right, it's 11:15. Let's see here. That US CAD is really playing games, man. Hold on, I got to go check the kid. Sorry guys for all the dead air. I have a little guy. I got a 9-month-old that I gotta manage at the same time as trading. So, Paresh, thank you for the heads up. Powell's speaking at 12 o'clock, so we're gonna have to exercise quite a bit of caution on that. Anyhow, I do have to go. I apologize for having to cut this shorter than the 12 o'clock time frame, but I've got a little monkey that I got to deal with and whatnot. Looks like the trades weren't on my side this morning. Didn't in the afternoon. Had a really good morning, and then around noontime or so, it kind of got pretty sluggish. So I think everyone's waiting for Powell to speak, but I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and looking forward to seeing more of you guys. Tomorrow there's a Hawkeye session. Unless you hear otherwise from Nate, then there won't be a New York session because I'm not able to host it, unfortunately, due to some of the other time constraints that I have. But just really, really appreciate the AIRO family and everyone that comes in and brings value. If you do have any questions that I wasn't able to address in time, please let me know, and I will do my absolute best to get it to you sooner than later. Thanks again, guys.